Oh, there's no gap there. Oh, there's a little gap. No. No. Nada? Nothing? Nothing. You are the grumpiest human being today, and I so wish I was filming you nearly fall over just then.
Yeah, well...
Because that would have been hilarious.
I mean, it would have been. I tried, and I failed.
So this is where we're up to. Look at this. For the lesser, Sean decided he wanted to pull half the engine apart before we pulled it out.
Make it easier.
That's what he reckons. Probably would have been easy just to pull the engine out and then pull it apart. But, what do I know? I've never pulled an engine apart, so...
If this wasn't for YouTube, I'd give you the
He
finger.
is one grumpy boy. It's Friday afternoon and he's like, I've got nothing better to do, might as well pull apart a car. Isn't that right, Sean?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I have been off work now for multiple hours, and
yeah, he reckons he works hard.
All of a sudden now I have to work again.
He reckons he works hard.
You can't talk.
Really? Because I've done 6 hours of driving today.
Yeah.
Well, that's hard work, but at least I, did stuff.
Yeah, but
You basically had a day off.
Your version of hard work, though, is like, oh, I'm going to do paperwork today.
Well, that wasn't a paperwork day today, was it?
No, but when you have paperwork days, you're in your room on your computer the whole day.
Yeah, because it's paperwork. That's what paperwork's for. Well, it's not really paperwork, it's computer work. Because some people have to do some work around here.
So just so our friends following on YouTube can see, can you put your hand in front of the camera? Yeah, cool. Do you see how clean that was? Nailed it.
Yeah, this guy. He still reckons he works hard.
I'm not. I just can't say anything at the moment. I just want to get this engine out so you can leave me alone.
Well, you hurry up and get the engine out then. God, you haven't done anything yet. I basically pulled the whole right side off.
The whole right side?
Yeah, that whole side.
I pulled the manifold off.
Yeah, just the manifold. I did everything else.
You did.
I pulled all of the front out.
You pulled 4 bolts on the turbo off.
Yeah, and all the turbo lines. Ooh. And all of the aircon.
Ooh.
And the dump pipe.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, and I did all the ignition. Like, I did heaps of stuff. If I was near, you would have no.
It's your car. I haven't got paid in like at least.
I paid you last week.
You paid me with coins that fell out of your car.
I pay you with the pure joy you get out of working on my car. You just love it so much. It's just your favorite thing to do.
You're hurting me.
Am I?
Like a lot right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot I want to say.
Well, you edit, so if you want to say things you can't say, then you just have to edit it out. So it's whether or not you feel like editing all those things out you want to say.
It was already hard enough editing the last video with someone else swearing the whole drift video.
I can't believe you haven't got the engine out yet. Hurry up.
Do you want to help?
I am helping.
How?
I'm filming. That is a very important job.
Okay. Don't film this, because all I'm trying to do is get one plug off, and it doesn't like me.
Alright, do you want a skilled mechanic to go get that plug off for you?
Yeah, come on. Go.
No, it's alright.
We'll stop for a minute.
No, it's alright.
No, come back.
So after much deliberation, Sean actually needed a skilled mechanic, i.e. myself, to get that plug undone for him.
Alright, so bonnet's off, everything's off, the strap's on it, Sean's off. I'm on Smoko. And we've got the engine crane. Kieran's about to guide it in, I'm about to supervise. He's already hurt himself a couple times putting this thing together, so that was funny. So I might leave the GoPro on over here while we do this, so you can kind of see what we're up to. Let's go. There's still a lot of line to get slack. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
So after quite a lot of technical difficulties and a major stuff up on our part, not removing the gearbox bolts properly.
There was one left in a really odd spot, and both of us looked at least 8 times.
It was still there.
Yeah.
So it did come out. We
So
now
it's
have an
done.
SR on the ground. Frigid life, it's on some copper pipe. And we now have an empty engine bay. So now I can clean all this and make it all pretty.
We were going to start filming us pulling it out, but after we filmed for about 5 minutes and forgot the GoPro was on, we definitely didn't have it out for another hour.
Much frustration.
Yeah, so we were in a pretty foul mood, not really interested in filming.
That happened.
But we're good now. We've got the engine out, we've cleaned our hands, we're nice and fresh. We still got to clean up out here, but apart from that, we're ready for a rebuild.
Yay!
So
Stay tuned for faster SR.
still an SR, right?
And it will probably sit there for a little while.
Yeah, so we'll get an engine stand for it. We'll take it over to a couple friends, start pulling it apart, and
See what the actual problem is, see what I broke.
and see what we need to order for the next, for the rebuild, really.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
New pistons, rods, bearings, built bottom end.
Yeah, should be fun. So
See how
Let's
much
go.
see how much power that turbo can make with that 0.63 rear housing.
yeah, and we'll have some fun on the way.
Lots of boost.
Lots of boost.
Cool. So we'll see you next time. What you doing, pup? Me? So I'm back out here by myself. Just trying to clean, so probably have no real good information, but I've managed to get the steering column, steering rack, and the whole bottom end, so that was all filthy. It was gross. So next part is I'm going to try and tidy up some of these wires, cabling that's all through here. I've got a couple other little bits and pieces to do, but it's definitely the tidiest engine bay in the first place. I mean, look what someone's done before. It's all pretty gross. So it's not getting painted because that'll take too long. But yeah, slow progress. And that's still sitting there. It's just waiting, just chilling. But yeah, a little bit of progress. So I'll see if I can't try and fix some of this crap. Make all this a bit nicer to look at because it's all horrid. Got a few bits and pieces to do. I want to move the battery to the boot. Just make it look nicer. I got a replacement thing for that. So I can paint it black so it won't look like, you know, 90s Nissan. But that's alright. So a little bit of an update. Might have some more for the Savo, I'll let you know. So I just took the whole front end off, basically, because I want to fix things like this. tech screws. There's no mount holding the cooler up on this side. I don't know how if that's showing up in the camera at all, but it's pretty crap. And then the poor cooler's taken a few hits, so I kind of want to replace the cooler while everything's apart. So yeah, and I get to start playing with cables and wires, rerunning some things, so it'll be fun. Should be fun. It's weird to see this all so clean. I've never seen anything, and it's not even that clean. I can tell you it's a lot better than what it was. So yeah. What are we doing, Sean?
So, in today's episode, you've seen us pull Kieran's engine out.
That's terrifying. Really close to your head.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of weird.
Engine on ground.
Engine on ground.
Dog.
Dog sniffing.
The important stuff. Some cool things turned up. What turned up, Sean?
We have presents.
Presents. Really pretty sub. Tomy. You
You gotta get it out to show the people.
It's like my favorite part. It's so pretty I don't even want to use it.
We've got baffles for the drift spec.
For drift spec.
For drift spec, because you gotta have the pokey holes.
And then all the other ancillaries we need to rebuild the engine. So we've got a new oil pump, there's a new water pump, timing chain, all the gaskets, blah 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 blah. Now we need to pull it apart and find out what's broken, because something's broken and it's bad, but that's okay, as you probably heard from the last video.
It's definitely a bottom end knock, so hopefully the crank is savable and we can put some oversized bearings in it, get it rebuilt. Hopefully shouldn't be too expensive because we've done a lot of the work ourselves. So we're just going to have to wait until we get it apart to see how much damage is done. And then we'll order bearings and get it all rebuilt. See how we go.
And put it back together.
Put it back together.
And a few other bits and pieces to do, but
yeah,
that's okay. We can get there. We'll do them.
There's a lot of work to do, but most of it we can do ourselves, which is good. So we'll figure it out, get going, get it sorted.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you on the next adventure.
And enjoy. That's definitely going in the video, isn't it?
I'm definitely still filming too.
God. Why?